So ownership is important.
Ownership, I believe, is critical. And certainly my own personal experience now with two companies, both of which have become fairly successful, is that particularly in a services sector type job, right now we're basically a computer software company, that you cannot stand in front of a group of people and say, please work very hard and let's all go and let's win in the big world out there without having at least some degree of ownership across the group. Now, some of my American colleagues will do this and say, please do it and make me rich. And they get to a certain level and, we love to go in and scoop up their best talent. There's a real battle for great talent out there. It's very hard. We have an HR department. We've hired 85 people so far this year. And we have just brought into New York a chief talent officer just to find great talent. There's a lot of B-level people, but the really A-level, good communicators, good leader type people are hard to find, and you have to reward them, and you've got to give them a chunk of ownership.
How do you find them?
Boy, the internet world provides you with lots of opportunities, but there's just so many. We put out a job where we're currently looking for. We have a couple of very senior marketing jobs we're looking into filling. We use the internet and we can get thousands of applicants. Well, how do you sift through those to really find the good people? It's very hard. It's very hard. We hired someone recently, and it turned out that they had their boyfriend actually write the little the writing test because they got with us and they couldn't write, and it was like, oh my gosh, how do we handle this? So it's very hard. I think that networks are important. People being part of networks, tremendously important. Real live networks, not just computer networks and web networks, but real live people who are connected to other people. Almost all of the hiring we do, we have 70 people in New York. When we hire new people in New York, the first thing we talk about to our people in New York is, who else do you know? And this who else do you know is really a huge part of things. So good people, by definition, are going to be heavily engaged.
The Chief Executives, broadcasting live from the SFU Beedie School of Business on CKNW.